What's up, Paul?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good.
Just getting things under the swing here.
Where is my phone? There it is. Oh, Paul.
Empty. Not working.
Okay.
Getting things under the swing.
I did that. Oh, I didn't do that part.
Close those.
What you got going on?
Oh, I was yelling at Kelsey. She keeps screwing with the blinds.
Oh, so how did work go today? The training?
Oh, I was done by like 9:30 this morning. That's why I
Oh, it
was
was
on
just
you.
all you do is take a test. Is that what you had to do?
Yeah, I was on. That's why I was on your show this morning
Well, I
or this
wondered.
afternoon.
I thought maybe you had an early break or something.
No, I got home at like 10 o'clock. It
Oh
was like
wow.
10:30.
So when do you officially start?
I don't know. I gotta wait for this driver to text me back. I messaged her earlier today and she hasn't messaged me back. So
Oh, you have you been assigned to a training drive?
yeah, get this. They assigned me to somebody. There's a bus driver and a bus attendant, and the bus attendant is supposed to be training me, and the girl can't even speak English.
Really?
I was like, oh my God, really?
That is weird.
I was in the office and I said, nobody take offense to this because I know some of you guys are Spanish speaking. I said, but how the hell you gonna hire somebody who can't speak English and then have them on a bus with children when I guarantee half those kids don't speak Spanish?
That is really strange. Well, I would think that she should be bilingual.
Well, I don't mind it. Like if you're bilingual, that's great and all. I don't have an issue with that. But the thing is if you're supposed to be CPR and first aid trained for one, and you're dealing with kids with medical issues, you should be. I have to be able to. You need to be able to speak English because those kids aren't going to understand what the hell you're saying to them. And then if you're trying to administer first aid, how are you going to talk to somebody that doesn't speak
Doesn't speak
Spanish?
Spanish. Yeah. That is strange.
I'm sorry, a job like that, you should have to speak English. Like I said, it's nothing against somebody that speaks Spanish, but like I said, I can't even communicate with the lady if she doesn't speak English.
Well, the thing of it is, she should be fluent in English, and she could be fluent in Spanish, which is bilingual. That's fine.
Right, and that's fine. I don't have an issue with bilingual. That's perfectly acceptable. There's a lot of people that are bilingual, but I just don't understand how you could hire somebody to do that kind of job and they can't speak English. What's up, Lance?
Hey, Lance, how you doing?
Like I said, it's nothing against the lady herself. It's just I think that the hiring process failed there.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
Well, not only the hiring process, it just overall, it just isn't right. Because the people there don't you know officially the United States is the official language is English.
Right.
It
And
isn't
but
Spanish.
but my biggest thing is like if you weren't dealing with special needs kids and you weren't dealing with first aid and CPR and all that stuff, I wouldn't have really probably have an issue with it. But it's the fact that those are three important things that you're being trained for, and and the thing is like with the Florida laws here, if I'm trained in CPR and first aid, and say somebody gets in an accident in front of us, I'm
Well,
supposed to stop and help.
well, Lance is the school mitigator here. Did you hear what he was talking about, Lance?
He just needs to stop crying.
Well, the thing of it is I don't understand how they can have a bus driver that can't speak English,
It's not the bus driver, it's the attendant.
the attendant in Florida.
It's the one training you, Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's fine.
my biggest thing is it's not the fact that she doesn't speak English. It's not against her herself. It's the fact of the job she's doing.
Yeah, because
She's
if
dealing with special needs children, and
Yeah.
she's supposed to be trained in CPR and first aid. How are you supposed to administer that to a child that doesn't understand you?
yeah, and
To convey what you're doing to them.
yeah, and for them to convey to you what they're feeling.
Exactly.
Valid point.
You know, like what do you
How
expect
do you explain to someone?
if the
when
kid's feeling bad and he rubs his stomach? Is that?
Yeah,
And like I said, it's nothing against the person themselves. It's just I don't
it's
think
not a person.
I don't think it's a good fit for a job like that.
we don't take it as a personal attack. It just
No.
poor hiring. You know, the official language of the United States is English. If you want to hire somebody that's bilingual that speaks both English and Spanish, fine. You know.
yeah. But if you can't verbally comply, and you can't verbally add to the situation, then how does that work? That's what I'm.
Here
There
comes
he is.
trouble.
Was that?
Jim, don't even start with me, Jim. I've seen your spelling in the chat.
I think Jim needs to go back to spelling school. What did he miss? What did Jim misspell?
Why, man?
Just support lines barely speak English. What the hell does that mean?
Dominic. Justin, Paul.
I think phone
Well,
lines. I think when you ring up a
And Jiddish, did you mean to write gibberish, Jim?
Right.
I swear he does
Probably.
that shit just to annoy me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hawaiian
you
shirt
left
day,
the
eh,
R out of it.
TJ?
It'd be gibberish.
Huh?
Hawaiian shirt day.
Yeah, it's Hawaiian day at work, so
Yay.
It's Friday. Guess what I'm having for dinner?
Pizza.
pizza.
Hawaiian
Fish and chips.
pizza. Let's double up and go Hawaiian pizza on a Friday then.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Jim.
yeah. Just look at TJ.
Yep. With pineapple and ham.
Well, I wish there was pineapples. But I just have ham and cheese and
Brenda.
What's up, Brenda?
But-
Had ham,
Brenda.
cheese, and pineapple.
yeah, I wish I had because I was looking, I was like, damn, we don't have any slices of pineapple in here. I wish I had some pineapple. Put on my
Oh,
sandwich.
Yeah.
What are you
I
eating?
saw-
I can understand it on a pizza, but on a
Yeah.
sandwich.
It's just,
Got a ham and
Yeah,
cheese.
just a ham and cheese and buffalo chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks like it's toasted, or else it's been sitting in the car.
pineapple don't sound good on that, but that's just my opinion.
Uh,
I saw a video
Hold on.
today.
Get him giggling and watch him choke on his sandwich.
Hold on, you got buffalo. You got buffalo chicken with ham and cheese. What the hell did you do? Just mix whatever you had in the fridge together?
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, TJ reminds me of my friend Les that would do that. He'd come over to our house and just eat all our leftovers, and he'd mix the most randomest shit together.
Lance, did you go buy a Neo?
No, Joe's still going to send me his. I think.
Oh,
I'm waiting for that.
Well, he's got to learn to how to fly it into the shipping box.
Mm.
I saw a Air 3S video today, and I sent it to you, TJ.
Oh yeah, I did see that. And I was
This
watching. I was
guy-
like, I was
this
sitting
guy
there. I was like,
Used the
is it-
lidar, and he went through. I mean, a dense, very dense forest. I mean, there were trees every 2 feet apart, all the way through. And he
yeah,
did a-
there's like so
he
many
did a
trees.
point
I was
of
like,
interest
did it work?
around this whole forest, of where his car was parked, and it didn't hit any of the trees.
Wow.
Amazing.
Well,
I didn't.
I also saw one, TJ, maybe you saw it, somebody flying that with the LiDAR, but he went up in the fog and it didn't work. So
I don't think. I don't think I saw that
Well, no,
one.
it
But
won't because-
Lance, the only one that I saw. What when you said the three, I just went to like the 3 minute mark because I thought you just wanted me to see like all the trees and stuff. I didn't actually see like the whole entire video of him like flying through the trees. I'll have to rewatch, but I just thought you wanted me to see like that because you said like 3 minutes and however many seconds it was.
I think I said 1 minute and 43 seconds or whatever.
Oh
it was.
yeah.
Yeah,
fog
and,
won't
and
work.
for about a minute. Just
It won't
amazing.
work in fog because fog is water particles and they would reflect the light
Right.
straight away and it wouldn't know how far away anything was.
Are you talking about if you use LiDAR in fog?
Yeah.
Every sensor package tends to have its limitations. None of them are perfect.
oh yeah, nothing's perfect.
But you shouldn't be flying in fog anyway. I mean,
No.
that's a good way to lose any drone.
Yep.
Well, according to the FAA, you're not supposed to fly in fog at all. You need 3 statute miles of visibility and 2,000 feet in one direction if
Yep.
it is no fog.
Some people do that though. Like they'll send their drone like really high above the fog, and so that way it looks like cloud, like you're in the clouds and stuff. Like what?
Well, Ian in London did a thing in his garden at night and tried to fly the 3S into him at night, and it wouldn't. It stopped.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
LiDAR.
But it will only use brake on LiDAR. It won't use, well, at night anyway, it won't use the bypass because its side sensors are turned off.
Yep.
It still turns all the vision sensors off if it's too dark, but it'll use the LiDAR still. So it'll only work forward.
Yep.
So Justin, when do you get your first ride, or you don't know yet? Justin's fighting with the kids.
Uh-oh.
Well, I think it should be Monday if he gets an answer.
Well, he said he was waiting to hear from the bus driver.
So that there's this bus sitting out here in the parking lot selling like there's all these bathing suits sitting on a rolling rack. I was like, what the heck is this bus doing? Like, why is it selling bathing
Go and
suits?
ask them.
I know. I thought about going up in the bus and be like, hey, what else y'all selling up in here?
Yeah, probably they say the girls that were in the bathing suits.
Yeah,
We'll see if they got more Hawaiian shirts.
There you go, Dominic. There's a new gimmick for your business. You want to buy this bathing suit? $350. A girl comes with it for the half hour. Yeah, Brenda, I got one this morning. Ships been going by back and forth all day, but I I've gotten most of them. Most of them are return shipping up and down and up and down, and so a couple of the ships went by yesterday, and I got them, and so they're upbound today, and I didn't want to have to repeat myself.
Well, just invert yesterday's video and show it going backwards.
Yeah, it's the same ship though.
Wow, did you see that? I think I saw the Starship Enterprise come out of there.
Yeah. Come on. DJ, come on. Open that crater. Come on.
I know. That's funny.
So Lance, are you staying home this weekend or are you going up to the cabin?
Nope, staying home this weekend, cabin the next 2 weekends,
Okay.
and then we close it down for the winter.
You don't go up in the winter at all?
No, it's too cold. It's not insulated really well.
Well, that plus it would cost you a mint probably just to heat it.
And really, we're only supposed to have one weekend, but my wife's sister can't make it one weekend, so she said, "Hey, why don't you use our weekend?" So we get one extra weekend, which is nice.
Now, when you go up there, are you guys the only ones up there, or is there more than one? couple?
Yeah, of the family members, unless we invite somebody, and and sometimes we invite friends and they stay, or it just depends. Like in the summer, we usually invite friends that stay.
How
We
many
get a
people
week and
does
they
it? How many
stay for
people
like
can
4
you
days or
sleep?
something.
How many people can you sleep there?
Let's see, 2, 4, 6, oh, eight comfortably. You know, probably 12 to
He's
15.
back.
We've had 15 up there before, but
Ah,
He's
then
back.
it kind of turns into a
Yeah,
bad
Zoom
thing.
crashed on me.
Oh no.
Hey, TJ, who am I? Yodelay.
It sounds like Dennis. Where'd you get that?
I don't know. Aubrey found it in the garage. I don't know whose it is.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
hey, what I want to know, TJ, is that funny?
That's funny. That's good.
Well, it would be really good if you would have started playing the bass guitar, and you and Dennis could do a duet.
Oh yeah, duet, yeah.
Justin, have you heard what happened to Dan's place yet?
Dan from Tampa, Dan?
Yeah.
No, what happened?
Well, it tried to lift the roof off his garage,
Oh, shit.
and
I didn't hear about it.
appear that the roof
Hi,
isn't
Joel.
actually fastened down properly, so it allowed it to move, and it's cracked the drywall on the ceiling inside,
Oh, shit.
and
Damn.
it's wrecked his mum and dad's brand new Airstream.
Damn. Oh, man, why? Oh, he
Wait,
should have.
it wrecked his mom and dad's what? Their new
If-
what?
If they had-
Airstream travel trailer.
Airstream
Oh,
That's the thing. If they had an Airstream travel
Caravan.
trailer, why didn't he
Yeah.
just take that when he went out of town?
Take it with him, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have stayed in that instead of a hotel. Unless his truck wasn't big enough to pull it, I don't know. But I would have
Well,
definitely took it.
Could be a fifth wheel too.
Yeah, I don't know how big it is because he's got kind of a
Airstream.
small truck. So
I don't think the Airstream's a fifth wheel. I think they used an A-frame.
Oh, okay.
well, I don't. They got a lot of newer.
The newer Airstreams is what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, they got
The-
some
the-
newer
The
Airstreams.
classic Airstream. I used to have one. They looked like a great big sausage.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
All chrome. Yeah.
the silver sausage, I used to call it.
Uh-huh. There's actually quite a few over here. There's there's a group dedicated to them.
Oh, they got quite a following, I think, all over the world.
Yeah.
Best cookies in the whole wide world right here.
Famous Amos.
Yeah.
I thought you liked Aunt Jemima's.
No.
Aunt Jemima doesn't exist anymore. It's Pearl Mills now or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
Pearl Milling. Yeah, Pearl Milling Company.
How come it hasn't been- Tyson. Tyson. How's your food?
Because TJ will get killed by crystal meth tweakers. And we'll be shit out of luck.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
Is that funny, TJ? So what he does is when he gets into this mood, he eats crushed cookie. He's crushing the cookie.
Get killed by crystal meth. That's funny. That's pretty good.
So are you going to play us a tune there, Justin, or what?
No.
Huh? You could fake it. Just put somebody playing on the background music and just act like you're playing it.
Well, there's been a couple of channels putting videos on about the customs and import ban.
Here comes
Yep.
David.
Don't know,
Yes, David.
what's it? Drone camp.
Russ. I saw the Russ video.
Yeah.
I think it all started when Ken Dono put his up. There seemed to be a barrage after that.
Mm.
Good
Oh,
morning, good evening.
I actually put it short up before Ken Dono put his up.
Oh, okay. I must have saw him. I must have watched them in a different order then.
But what's
Good evening, David. How's Friday night going for you?
it was Drone DJ that I got the information off
Okay.
Uh-oh.
because it was on.
It-
Must have
it's
seen him in a
going
different
on
order.
Friday.
YouTube, though. It was on the website.
You got somebody over your shoulder there, Justin.
David. Hey, David. I had an African country for my tea tonight.
You had the whole country of Africa?
No, an African country.
What the hell's that?
Djibouti.
Oh, Chip Butty.
Djibouti is a little country
Yeah,
next to
Djibouti, yeah.
Ethiopia.
Djibouti sounds like Chip Booty, so yeah, I'll give you that.
A chip
That's a
back,
good-
chip bomb, chip cupcake,
Yeah.
and a chip butty.
So-
Or
What?
you want to
What
be
is,
proper northern to Chip Sarnie.
No, it was two up.
what is a chip? What is
Two
chip
bottom
balti?
muffin.
What is that?
Butty.
Butty, Sarnie, sandwich.
B-U-T-T-Y.
Oh, like a
A
sandwich.
sandwich
Oh.
with hot chips in it.
Yes.
Oh.
Did you have
The
any?
best thing to do is to
Did you have
Tomato
any
sauce.
sauce?
right? You've got to get a bat or a
Oh, yeah.
bar or a tea cake. Right, the bigger the better. Cut it in half, butter it, put your chips in, salt and vinegar. Make sure where the vinegar goes into the bun or the bat, whatever you call it. Let it sit for about a minute. Enjoy.
Yes,
Don't
I
forget
agree.
the sauce.
And now, when we're talking chips, we're talking freedom fries or American fries or
Freedom
whatever
fries.
you guys want to call
I
them.
use the
We call them
terminology.
chips.
Hot
Yeah,
chips.
Mine were like freedom fries, but they were air fryer fries.
I
So they're more.
can't do thin chips or French fries. Can't do them. No.
Yeah, I'm
Big
not a
bands.
huge fan. I like the big steak cut.
Oh, the bigger
Yeah,
the
I
better.
do well.
They're the ones you get at the frozen section.
Yeah, but the fact
McCain's.
got out of the freezer.
Yeah,
was
McCain's.
the what's it ones.
I didn't know you had McCain's over there.
Oh, yeah, McCain's a big over here.
Okay, McCain's then.
Well, you
Is that
get-
is that
you
is,
get
is that
all
like
sorts
is
of other ones.
McCain's a grocery store?
No,
No,
McCain's is the manufacturer of the deep fried potatoes.
although
Uh,
McCain, there used to be a small chain of independent, well, smaller shops that were called McCain's.
Oh, okay.
It's basically like Heinz, except they do frozen food. Not just chips, all sorts of things.
Hmm.
You know what annoyed me? Tesco's, a couple of months ago, brought out these Whopper chips. They were like 3-4 inches long,
Yeah.
really thick, right? £1.50 for a massive bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I knew they were going to get rid of them because I bought the whole fucking lot. Now I can't get them.
Well,
I've run out.
how big around were they?
Iceland do decent ones.
They were
Just
About-
about
Oh,
4
like
to
a
6
quarter
inches long and your thumb roundness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about
about
half,
that. Yeah.
about
about
half
that.
inch.
because
half
over here
square.
during the 50s, 60s, and 70s, they used to call them shoestring French fries.
Yeah, they're
They're McDonald's chips, aren't
they're
they?
different.
They're more McDonald's chips. Yeah.
Russell said I got an email message. My drone passed custom.
You call them
the
steak
hell?
fries.
Yeah, we could. I'd use the
What are
term
you doing?
steak.
Go ahead, Justin. Sing to us.
No, I already sang to TJ.
I'm going to call Peter.
If TJ was killed by crystal meth tweakers, then we'd be shit out of luck.
Dennis did a couple of songs. Ray Kelly.
Wait, what?
Thursday.
Oh, great. Great news, Russell. Great news.
He
Wait,
wants you to repeat the
What?
If I was killed by crystal meth, then what?
Then you'd be shit out of luck. Russell, where did your drone come in at? You know what port it came through?
It isn't just Florida, according to the what's it. It's Stefanik out of New York, and that Muhlenhaar or whatever, he's a Michigan guy.
Oh,
He's a
I,
Republican Michigan.
I wonder if some of them made it through though before they stopped doing that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I don't know. But talking about Michigan,
I would have thought they'd have all been shipped together in one container, to be honest.
maybe it was on
They're
the
not
first
gonna
container that
pick
got through,
individual-
and the second container didn't.
Paul, I have to
Well,
ask a question.
Sure.
Was you in charge of the detonation of the old Detroit Lions Stadium?
No.
I watched a video of it when they like boom, 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 nothing happened.
Yep.
Oops.
Hey, Justin, is it really windy over where you are?
It was a little breezy earlier, not so much now. No,
Oh,
I mean
Man,
it's like a 5-mile-an-hour breeze outside right now.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know what ours is, but it's like the trees are blowing pretty good.
Ours was 20 to 30 this afternoon.
And tomorrow
Yeah,
it's
we
going to
had
be
it.
Ashley.
I think it might be the after effects of the
We were over.
hurricane.
We were well over 50 kilometers yesterday. 35 knots, if you want to know.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow Mark's going to have gusts of Ashley because that's our first storm coming in.
Ashley.
Yeah, Storm Ashley.
Yeah.
She's going to waft up her skirt, lift up her ass, and let whip.
That's funny.
So slightly damp and smelling of fish.
I think we'll leave it at that.
No comment. No, I'm out of this. I will not
Yeah.
Make any.
Uh,
I won't make any.
I
comment.
refuse. I refuse to fall into your incriminations.
Yep,
So,
I will not comment on that.
Well, my nurse is about 20 past 1. So I may be a little bit late onto the stream. Not as late as this morning where my appointment was at 2:30. So like half an hour after you started,
Well,
why I was really late.
I may make it onto Paul's stream tomorrow because our game kicks off at 12:30.
Well,
Yes.
it didn't finish till 5:30.
6 o'clock,
Well,
isn't it?
Is it like 3.5, 4 hours nearly? Yeah.
So they're proposing $910 billion for the next military budget.
It's not enough. How are you supposed to protect us with that? For fuck's sake. Come on.
What's that supposed to buy? One plane?
You know, if you add up the next 10 countries, it's still more than them.
Well, what do you think of North Korea joining the Ukraine war?
Hmm.
Did they?
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, they've
Well-
sent 12,000 soldiers over.
Oh, well, they're just going to be easy targets.
Mm.
Because the one, they have no experience fighting at all. And the reason why Ukraine's lasted this long is, well, obviously they've had a lot of U.S. military equipment being brought in, but two, they were trained by U.S. Special Forces for 8 or 10 years before that war kicked off. So they're very good. They know what they're doing.
They were also trained by the British.
Most of Korea's soldiers are like 18 to 20-year-olds because they've got to do the national service. And half of them have been brought back from college in America. Service.
You see, this is the problem with America. This is why you don't take training from America. When we had the Gulf War, right? It was in the middle of a freaking desert. And what did America send in? The Marines. Yeah. What did the British send in? The desert rats.
Hmm.
Oh, you didn't take the bait.
oh.
No, I'm not taking any
Well,
back
nothing to
today.
say. I mean, what am I supposed to say to that?
They sent in the Marines where there's no water.
Yeah. And we sent in the desert rats who know how to tunnel like gerbils.
Mm.
All right,
TJ,
yes, sir.
put the gummies back on the shelf. Pack it in.
All right, I'll see
You
you guys
know-
in the morning.
That's what I laugh
Thanks a lot.
when you see these
a good
North
shift.
Korea, when you see these North Korea generals with like all these massive ass medals. For what? They haven't been in a campaign since the Korean War.
Yeah, but they've been marching up and down the streets.
Not all they fucking done.
Yeah, but you've got to remember, you got your 10-meter marching, your 100-meter marching, your 100-meter marching freestyle, your backstroke marching.
Yeah, you've been able to pick up a gun and point it in the right direction.
And floating balloons of rubbish over badge.
I mean, they can do what they want. They're just sending people to their death pretty much at this point.
Well, whose side are they going to be on, Russia or Ukraine?
Russia.
They'd be on Russia's side.
That's because Russia are running out of soldiers.
They're running out of ammunition.
Dude,
They've been
Russia's lost
launching,
like
North Korean missiles.
Russia is literally has lost more people, like way more people in 3 or 4 years than we did in a 20-year campaign in 2 different countries.
Mm.
That's sad. But that goes to show you the military tactics and training, right? Like everybody thought Russia was this big badass, and it turned out they were really nothing.
Yeah, but the other difference is the British and American, maybe Australian as well, and France and Germany, we're trained now in combat without soldiers, and we're way ahead of them. Right. So when we send in 1,000 troops, it's like sending in 20,000 troops because of our capability to control a war from a distance.
Well, and look how many special forces the U.S. has. I mean, like, I think we're up to like 70 or 80,000 of our service members are actual special forces.
Right.
That's more. That's almost
a bit of smoke alarm.
I mean, that's not much less than most countries' entire militaries.
Mhm.
But that's what I'm saying is like everybody's so worried about North Korea. Everybody's so worried about Russia. Russia proved that they weren't shit. You take the nukes off the table, Russia ain't shit at the end of the day. Same with North Korea. What are we worried about North Korea? They can't even feed their own people. Half of their soldiers are malnourished. Why would they be that big of a threat? Yeah, they might start lobbing some artillery into South Korea, but that shit's going to get stomped out really quick. I mean, you're talking about 30-some thousand U.S. troops in South Korea. And especially the South Korean military aren't no slouches either. There's some badass dudes.
I thought you said North Korea, not South.
No, I'm saying if North Korea attacks South Korea,
All right. Yeah.
they would get stomped out pretty quick. I mean, yeah, they might get, like I said, they might launch a lot of artillery at once and get a little bit of damage, but that would be the end of it. Once everybody got involved, it would be over. And I don't think the North Korean people would really want to fight at the end of the day anyway. I think they'd end up surrendering just so they could get out from under that dictatorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can imagine it, can't you? Right, we're going to send 12,000 of them. Where the fuck they gone?
Yeah.
I mean, I would, if I was Russia, I'd have no fucking confidence in them at all. I'm sorry.
You know what? If I was Ukraine, you know what I'd be doing? I'd be lining buildings up with Xboxes and PlayStations and TVs and all sorts. Going, look at the life you can have over here.
Building new prisoner of war camps.
Like I said, it's like I said, all these countries that everybody's so worried about. I mean,
I'll tell you what puzzles me.
I don't see the issue.
Belarus was really supportive of Russia and was amassing troops, and they seem to have pulled them back and gone quiet.
Well, they've seen how piss poor it's gone with Russia. Why would they want to get involved now? I mean, they'd be stupid to be honest with you.
Because that.
Because we all know that if the U.S. was in Russia's position right now, and the U.S. went into Ukraine, they would have had that country within 2 weeks, tops. They would have had the entire country taken. Yeah. Russia's been at it for what, 4 years now, and hasn't even took half the country.
Well, they're just going into the lull season, aren't they? Which is the other puzzling thing. Sent 12,000 North Korean troops over, and it's going into like the winter months where you can't move vehicles easily because of the snow and the ice and shit.
Well, and see, and if that was the U.S., I guarantee the U.S. would be prepared for that. They would adjust their equipment accordingly to that type of weather and environment, where Russia doesn't really have the means to do that. Like I said, Russia's got 12,000 tanks. Yeah, but you got to realize most of those are from like the 70s and older. Some of them are from the 40s and 50s.
The problem is as well, Russia's just had that war with Chechnya, and they've gone quiet, the Chechens. And they also had the war in Afghanistan that they couldn't win.
Where is Belarus?
Next to Ukraine and Russia.
Well, what's the place that sounds like it that's just next to Florida?
Talking about Cuba?
No.
Belize?
Belize, that's it. Yeah.
Belize. That's.
Yeah, we had a base there.
Down there.
Do you want to know why they'll never call me up for the war? Because I can't even remember to close the oven door when I put food in. Fucking just got in the kitchen, alarm's beeping away, and fucking food's raw because I forgot to close the door.
Yeah, it doesn't help that.
Did you notice Sarah has said please preheat the oven to 425? You got it?
Yeah.
Good.
Now, Sarah asked Justin, and Justin's relayed the message to the kids.
And the kids have ignored it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the chain of command.
The chain of command.
So, which one did you get to put the oven on?
He's just as big
425.
the oven on.
Yeah, he probably realised I better do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not getting dinner tonight.
How long does it take to preheat the oven to 425?
Probably 15 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah, 425 is only like 200, isn't it?
Oh, it's 200, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you preheat the oven for
220.
Hmm?
The
220.
question
That's
is,
it.
though, who the bloody hell preheats the oven these days?
Yeah.
Well,
If you've got a fan-assisted oven, you just whack it on, full heat, chuck it in, 20 minutes later, whatever's in there's either cremated or cooked.
Yeah, just
Well, see, the problem with if you don't preheat the oven with certain items, with that coil being red hot trying to heat up, it can actually burn your food. So you got to be
Yeah.
careful.
Well,
Because
I'm going to be
it's
honest.
interesting. I usually go to.
I'm 47 and I haven't preheated an oven since the days I
you
did
got to remember,
home economics at school.
because you got to remember on the ovens when you put that broiler on, that's what the heating element does. It just stays cherry red the whole time, and that's what it does when it's preheating, till it gets to the temperature and then it regulates itself. But even
I
ovens
usually
aren't
go to
very
my
accurate
oven with
neither.
180 or 200.
But ovens aren't even aren't super accurate either. Sometimes they'll be anywhere between 5 to 10 degrees off.
no, our ovens have elements down the sides and underneath as well.
Yes.
Yeah, we have them on our
we-
general oven has one on the top for a top broiler, and then you have the heating
Grill.
element on the bottom.
Yeah. You have a different electrical source for your ovens, don't you?
They're
What do you mean?
110.
Yeah, ours are 110.
What,
Yeah.
110 what? Volt.
110.
Yeah.
110 volt
Ours are
instead of
240.
240.
Ours are
Go on.
240 and they have their own sole cable, so
Yeah.
it's not sharing any like spares or
No, the
anything
only
else.
thing we use 220 on is dryers. That's it.
Yeah.
We use 220 on those, and they have to have a big ass, like
The switching.
thick ass cord with a massive ass plug that has to go in the back of the wall. It looks almost like a foreign type plug too, because it's got these 3 big ass prongs that go in a circle.
Meanwhile, we just have a standard electric cable for our dryers into the wall, but our cookers have this big fuck off cable that is actually not got a plug on the end. It goes straight into the wall.
Yeah, it's got to be wired into
Right into the socket.
breaker,
So,
a switched circuit breaker. Same as a shower.
Ours, the only one, most GFIs are usually just in bathrooms. Not all the time, but, or if they're near like a water or like a sink or something like that, somebody might put one in there.
An electric shower has to have a switch outside the bathroom.
See, we have plugs in our bathrooms, but they have breakers built into them, separate breakers. So they'll trip if you were to like try to toaster yourself to death in the bathtub. As soon as that toaster hits the water, it's going to trip the breaker. Yeah, you'll get a slight electrocution, but you'll live.
Unless you use an extension lead from another room.
Right, yeah. Then you might overload the breaker in the garage and trip that one. But you'll probably get shocked a lot longer before it does it.
Mm.
Because ours, like our plugs in the bathroom, they actually have a little breaker switch on a test and a reset button. So if it trips it, you can press the reset button and it will turn it back on.
Yeah, I've got them on my what's it on my extension lead.
Because usually that's when you know one of them's like if the plug starts becoming faulty, it'll just keep tripping every time you plug something in.
Yeah.
And then you'll end up having to replace it.
That's
Like
like
just,
Price is just the fuse that goes pop, done.
a 30 meter on a reel.
yeah, it's like another built-in safety feature. Like if the plug starts acting weird or being faulty, it will just automatically trip every time.
Mhm.
Because that was the problem we were having with the one in the bathroom here when I replaced it, is it kept tripping. Because it was going bad and I
See,
bought
that's
a new
the
one
other
and
thing as well.
wired a new one in there.
Don't get electrical outlets in the bathroom. You've got steam, you've got water, and it's all going into the air. And what do you want to do? You want to plug in something into the wall.
Well, you do.
Never had a problem here.
We've got
I've never
shavers
had a problem.
bathroom.
Why don't you just get into the bath with a toaster? It'd be easier.
Yeah,
Well,
why not?
well, over here, girls tend to do a lot of
Agree.
shit in the bathroom too. They're curling irons and they're straighteners.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah, but
stand
we
in
do
front of
that
the
in the
mirror and
bed.
do 'em.
They do it in the bedroom here. They've got a dressing table, nice mirrors, all the makeup in thingy, and drawers of
Well,
clothes
some
and
people,
everything.
some girls will do that over here, but
Wait
like,
up, I'm not finished. You've got the cupboards with all the clothes in it, all nicely stacked. And then we've got one little drawer at the bottom with our stuff in it, crammed in, literally crammed in. And you open the drawer and everything comes with it.
Or
Yeah.
just socks and boxes.
but if I'm not going to cut my hair or shave, I'm going to do that in the bathroom. I'm not going to do it in a room.
No,
Yeah, hair
we
all over
have
everything.
battery operated shavers.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
do
put them
too.
in.
That's not some
Or
fancy technology.
rechargeable shavers.
Yes, rechargeable shavers. We don't take plugs into the
Mo-
bathroom.
Most
Okay.
people that have electric shavers for their face are battery powered. But what I'm saying is like my haircut, my ones that I use to cut my actual hair, the head of my hair, that one you have to plug into the wall.
Yeah, we just got hairdressers.
My electric toothbrush plugs into the in the bathroom.
It shouldn't do.
It plugs
Well,
into
it has a charging base, right?
No, yeah, it has a charging base and it
Yes,
plugs
but you
Yeah.
shouldn't.
it plugs into a shaver socket.
It shouldn't. You shouldn't
Mm.
have any sockets in the bathroom in the
Yeah.
UK. You'll
Yeah.
void your insurance.
You are allowed shaver sockets in the bathroom.
That's a
Not-
no-no.
Not if it's a bathroom with a shower or bath.
It's got both, but it's still got a shaver socket.
It shouldn't have.
Oh, maybe shaver sockets are a loophole. Hi, Brian. Hey, Daryl.
Hi, everybody.
I'm Brian. Hi, Daryl.
Oh, I saw Daryl's post on Facebook earlier. I'm going off about the LiDAR on some drone. I saw your comment on there.
It's on the A3S.
Why? Because people like assuming it was going to have some kind of LiDAR or something?
It has.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it's got front-facing LiDAR.
Well, then what was Daryl's argument about it? Was it like,
I think he was saying that I think it was more along the lines of small drones don't really necessarily.
oh, you like compare? They're like people are trying to compare it to like
Yeah.
Patrice or something.
Yeah,
Like
I think we can
okay.
just leave that commentary elsewhere.
I was just trying to understand what he was mad about
Oh, yeah, I
or
know that,
frustrated
but
about.
we don't need any more drama.
It is a much more accurate method of obstacle finding.
Oh, most definitely.
Not necessarily avoidance, but it gives you a more accurate distance as to how far away something is from you.
Most definitely. Hmm.
Hmm.
No. I was gonna comment on something and it's gone completely blank.
And it only works exactly the same way as the landing sensors underneath it do. That they keep calling infrared.
Hmm.
Daryl, he said this is why America's got our freedom. We want our outlets wherever the F we want them.
Yep.
That's funny. Oh, okay, Daryl. Yeah, I'm not trying to cause no drama. I was just curious on what your argument about it was. Because I didn't know that that's what it had. I mean, I heard people talking about, or Dre and them were talking about LiDAR the other day, but I didn't know if it had to do with that or not. Yeah, you have to have a GFI by a pool also because you have water pumps and stuff you got to plug in. Makes sense.
Yeah, I've got an outside socket on the wall outside the house that has a waterproof housing.
Yeah, we got one out front and one out back of the house. Most of the houses over here have them. They're just big, heavy duty metal casings, and then they got two doors that are always a bitch to open
Yeah.
Oh,
because they
okay.
got clips on them. I hate those things. Every time I try to get in there,
Oh,
I gotta
yeah, I know what
fucking-
you're talking about.
yeah, they're outside plugs. So you can,
Yeah.
like if you got like a plug-in mower or something like that, you'll have one
Yeah,
outside.
gotcha.
But they're always over here. Some of the covers they put on them are just usually a bitch to open because they got these clips on them, and you got to press in and like try to open it. And yeah, they're a pain in the ass. The one at my old house was, oh, dude, I hated opening that thing. I always had to get a screwdriver to get it open because it had a clear plastic box over the front of it
Yeah, mine
with
does.
a seal around it, and it would clip shut, and that clip was always a pain in the ass. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. That must have been when he was on uh Bills the other day, I'm assuming. That's the
Yeah.
last show I saw him on, but I only watched like 5 minutes and I fell asleep.
Oh, Dan,
Yeah.
done coast to coast. Wednesday night.
Yeah, I watched like 5 minutes
Thursday
of it
morning
and
here.
seeing who was in there, and then I ended up falling asleep.
Loads of them. There's about 10 people in it.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw he had a
I only
pretty good
watched
sized
about
panel.
half an hour. Because then I had to go.
Yeah, I clicked in, watched about 5 minutes, saw yeah, he had a good amount of people on there, and then I ducked out and went to bed.
It's quite late when he finished too. And he starts at 1:30, doesn't he? He went on for
Yeah, because it starts at 1:30 because it's 11:30 here, 11:30 a.m. here. I could only get about half an hour.
yeah, and I think it went on to,
Corey,
oh, it must have been nearly 4 o'clock. Might even have been after 4 o'clock here.
4 o'clock would be 3 my time. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, nearly 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's where
Because
he
it-
called
as
me
I said-
Darrell
2:30. Yeah, between 2:30 and 3 my time.
and my
Yeah.
Patsy.
PM.
I guess Dan must have been arguing with Daryl in the chat on the other night.
I think there was quite a bit of forwards. Yeah. He said when he got home, he wanted to take his jet ski out and ride it through the streets because there was that much water in them.
Yeah, but the thing is you don't want to be in that water because you got to remember the sewer and everything backs up.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that water's nasty, bro. I wouldn't want to be in that water unless it was an absolute necessity, like I had to walk through it or something, you know.
Well, he won't be in
Okay.
on the jet ski unless he fell in.
I'm just saying I wouldn't want to be in it at all unless it was absolute necessity.
Mm.
If I had the means, I'd have those, those fisherman boots that go up to your
Waders.
thighs,
Waders.
Yeah, waders, yeah.
Yep.
I used to have a pair of them that were given to me by the council for when I was going in sewers.
Good old fire waders.
Somebody pinched the buggers.
Yeah, the things ain't cheap neither.
Mm.
Actually, if you get a really good pair, yeah, I've seen people spend a couple $100s on a pair of those.
Yeah, they got pinched out of my car.
Well, somebody knew what they were and wanted them, I guess.
Mm.
Or that was all you had in the car, and they were like, "I'll just take what I can get."
The car got nicked, and they
Oh, they stole the whole car. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I got the car back, but they taken my toolkit and my waders and a few other bits and pieces out of the boot.
They ever figure out who stole it or no?
Nah.
No, unfortunately, they didn't speed off or park illegally, so the police didn't catch them.
No, it was parked outside Eatonmore railway station about 12 miles away, something like that.
Yeah, here they're pretty good at finding stolen cars pretty quickly. And
Did you
plus, a
say
lot of the
that's
newer
outside
cars,
the police station?
plus newer cars got all that tracking shit on them now too.
Oh, this was a 1980 Ford Cortina Mark V.
Yeah, that's why you hide a air tag somewhere in it.
I've had back in the 80s.
Oh no, I
Would have
thought you
been
meant it
good
was
to have, though.
no, I thought you meant it was a 1980 that like you had in the last few years and that happened or something.
No.
Uh,
I got it in 83 and I had it for about 9 years, something like that.
Oh yeah, it was easier to get away with stealing a car back then.
Yeah.
Mm. The old chop shops.
Smoking a good cigar.
Well, that car got nicked twice.
The thing is cars got like all this advanced shit in them now. And unless you're an expert car thief, I'm talking what you see in the movie type expert car thief.
Yeah.
A lot of times you get these dumbasses that don't know and they steal a car and then it immediately gets tracked and the cops are on their ass because
Well-
they're too stupid to know how to dismantle a GPS or whatever systems in the car, where a professional, super professional car thief's going to know what wires to cut and shit and how to disable certain things.
Now, Justin, you say in the 80s it was easy to steal a car. I beg to differ, because my dad deliberately left the keys in his larder. Yeah, the Russian larder, right? He left the keys in it. He left the door open, right? And he came back the next day, and someone said, "Found your keys. Lock your car up. Keys are underneath the wheel."
Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
Unless left a fiver on the
On the dashboard.
petrol.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a more honest person finding your shit there. That's
I know,
better
but
than-
it's a lot. But the thing was, the key.
A Lada was a Russian car that nobody really wanted to own.
Yeah, and my
Yeah.
dad was trying to get rid of it. That's for the insurance.
Oh, he was purposely leaving it open, so hoping
Yeah.
somebody was going to. Oh, okay.
They were a pile of crap. They were a bit like
I don't know. It never broke down.
they were like a Yugo.
Yeah.
Daryl said
They
somebody
still
busted
drive
his.
them in Russia.
Daryl said somebody busted his rear window on Tuesday. They
They
didn't
still-
steal anything, but they were looking for guns or cash.
Yeah. Oh, I had that window smashed on my Triumph, and they nicked the bloody speakers out of the back shelf.
That's one thing you don't see anymore. Like, remember back in the day, people used to steal radios and shit. Nobody does that anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
because they got Johnny Five doing it.
Exactly.
Well, the thing is, what I'm saying is like, remember back in the day when they had the radios where you could take the faceplate off or you could pull the whole damn stereo out of the dash
Yeah.
when you would leave? Yeah, you get a little Pioneer like CD deck. and
Yeah.
you'd pull the whole fucking thing out and just slide out, or it had the removable faceplate. I remember those
See?
back in the day.
Yeah, there's Justin reminiscing. CD deck. Fuck off. We had tape.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was around during
You-
tape decks too.
Yeah, you was going down the motorway and the tape would get chewed. You'd hear.
I'm talking about when I
Had to
started
fly
driving.
over to the hard shoulder to sort it out.
Actually,
Yeah,
With Enzo winding it back.
when I started driving, some cars still had tape decks, and I had one of those.
Ah,
Remember those little tape deck inserts you'd buy, and then you could plug it into your Discman,
yep.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you'd mount your Discman on the dash. Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
couple of those before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a little adapter that I could plug into my phone, the old phone with the old FM radio, and you would play your music off your phone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
And
would
Tune in
you'd-
the frequency on your
you
stereo.
tune the frequency on the stereo.
No,
Yeah.
like some of these cities in like California and shit are getting so bad with car people breaking into cars. This is what people are doing. They'll park their car, they'll roll all the front windows down, and then they'll put a sign in the back window that says no valuables in car.
Mhm.
That way they don't break a window and they don't bother going in the car because there's nothing in there. They literally will leave nothing in the car and they'll leave the windows down just so they don't break them. I'm like, that's fucking insanity, man.
Yeah, well, over here we have like little stickers you put on the side saying no butter pies are left in this vehicle overnight.
Well, that's not necessarily true, Jim. Even a stock stereo these days with the screens and all that, though, you could still get money for those, but they're, I would say,
They're just harder to get out.
harder to get out. And not only that is some of them might be programmed to a specific car.
Yeah.
And might not be able to resell it unless they know what they're doing and can like do some kind of reprogramming on it or something.
Yeah, a lot
The,
of them
built, the built-in
are computer based.
entertainment center in
Mhm.
what's it, Kate's car, which is only a year and a half old, went faulty, and it had to go into the main dealer to have it changed, and it took them over half a day just to change it.
Right, that's what I'm
They
saying.
had to take most of the dashboard out.
Hmm.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean they're not worth money though, because say somebody like, like say Kate didn't have the money to go to the dealer, some people might go and look on Facebook Marketplace or eBay
Oh,
and
yeah.
see if somebody's selling a replacement.
Mm.
And they're still going to pay it. They're still going to cost them a few $100 to buy one.
Oh, it was under warranty
Yeah.
when it went back in.
Just think in a few years' time we're going to be reminiscing like this over Netflix.
Mm.
They're whacking the price up again, so
Hmm.
Jesus, dude, it's already like 20 some dollars a month. Fuck me.
yep.
It's free.
The new price for the advert version is the same price as the non-advert version now, and they're all being pushed up.
Advert? We don't have advert.
Oh, you can
Version
get
over here.
cheaper. You get a cheaper version of
Netflix
You've got to watch
Lite.
adverts.
Commercial.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never had it. Then I didn't know if they even had that because before they only had 3 levels. It was you could watch on one device in standard definition, you could watch on 2 devices HD, or you could watch on 4
Yeah, they
devices
still got
HD.
that. They still got that, but now they've got a light version for adverts. Disney.
Yeah.
So
did the
then
same
why do they need to jack the price up? In those ads should be covering that. Oh my
because
They're not.
they've run out of people to get to sign up now. They've saturated the market.
Yeah, they're giving it away free with Sky and Virgin
Yeah.
TV.
But
Yeah.
They give it away
problem
free
is,
here too.
all these streaming companies with the movies, they're either going to have to up their game big style and lower the prices, or they're going to disappear because
I get it for free.
there's too many.
Yeah, I
Way
do.
too many streaming services now.
Well, see, this is what I said, Daryl, about stealing certain industrial stuff, right? Like even as industrial drones and stuff, right? You can steal stuff that's worth a lot of money, but if you don't know who to sell that to, it's worthless. Because if you steal a specific like industrial piece of equipment, you got to have somebody that's in that industry that wants to buy it and not ask questions. right?
Yeah.
And if you don't know that industry, yeah, you could break into somebody's car and say they stole Daryl's LiDAR system for that drone, and they know nothing about it. What are they going to do with it? You know, they because most likely it's going to have a serial number and everything else attached to it. And if they go and sell it online, there's going to be specific, and plus the drone market, I would say, compared to other industries, is quite small.
Yeah,
that
Jim, I don't know if
that
it's
would be
where
stupid
you are.
for them to steal that shit.
Yeah, Amazon Prime now. You still get your free shipping, unless it's under £20 when they charge you £1.99.
Yeah.
Right, but also if you've got Amazon Prime for movies, you still get adverts.
But see, this is a problem is when Netflix first came out with their streaming service, it was great, right? Because nobody else had one. Everybody was going to Netflix. It was all condensed to one app.
Yeah.
But then all these companies were like, oh, let's all make our own applications and charge $10 a month for each one. And now it's at the point where there's so many of them. And then some companies that have multiple networks, instead of building one app with all their networks on one app, they're building an application for each one.
Yeah, but he's going to have to get to the point where they either merge.
It's going to consolidate. It's going to have to.
Because, we've got Disney for $1.99, but once that ends, that's gone. And then
there's now
once Virgin comes to an end, that's Netflix gone. And Amazon Prime's already been kicked into touch because they're pissing me off.
And
well, like I said, you're going to see a mass consolidation for sure.
Still got Now TV, haven't you? As well. And I'm just saying it's there.
Yeah, it is there.
And
see, because
at least a couple of others.
See, because over here with Disney Plus, you can get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN all in bundle. And that's what they did was like Hulu and Disney were starting to realize, these apps aren't as profitable as we thought they were. They're costing us more money because they're all making their own original content, right?
Yeah.
And so they're having to make all these TV shows and movies, and that $5, $7 a month isn't enough to pay for it. And so that's what Disney did. Disney and Hulu bundled together and consolidated together. Now you can get it all in one big
I don't
bundle.
think we've got Hulu.
Yeah, we have. It's with Disney.
Have we?
But the thing that and Discovery. But the thing Disney have got right is they put the whole back catalogue of films, Disney films, on there. There's a back catalogue of films from the 70s, 80s, 90s just sat there doing nothing. Yeah. If one of these streaming services were to pick them up, they would hit a gold mine.
Well, and see, this is the thing too with Netflix, right? That I find over here, at least, because it may be different over there. Is over here, their TV shows tend to be pretty good. I like a lot of their shows, but their movies are absolute dog shit 90% of the time. And now they're bringing in all this Korean shit on the app. And it's a bunch of Korean movies, and Korean TV shows. Like, why are you trying to market that towards people in the US? I don't want to watch a bunch of Korean movies and shit, especially when it's like watching old fucking kung fu movies. I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
Uncle Bill's wife watches them.
Well,
dude, I can't stand that. Well, but she's from that part of the world.
The good news is we don't have that yet.
Oh, well, it'll be coming soon then.
And then you've got all the Brazilian soaps that we used to have on early morning.
I don't understand why they're trying to market so much Korean shit over here, because it's just a lot of it's just crap. It's the storyline.
Do you know why? It's because you've got a load of Korean students in your colleges.
Yep.
Ain't enough to justify the other 25 million people.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you've got about 10 Korean lads on the PGA Golf Tour.
Yeah, but what you've got to look at, what Netflix are looking at, they're looking at the market. There's going to say, wait up, there's say 50,000 Koreans in your country.
A lot more than that.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying as an example, and then they'll look at how much it's going to cost them to pull that Korean stuff over. And I bet you it's hardly anything compared to making their own films and stuff. So
Well,
they're just
like
going to snap that market, aren't they?
but like Netflix has like close to 300 million subscribers worldwide, and I guarantee a third of that's the U.S. They're pretty close to it. I'm going to say probably 70 to 100 million of those are at least U.S. accounts.
Probably.
And because obviously Netflix is in Britain, it's in Australia, so they're picking up millions of
Apparently,
people from there. But
Netflix biggest market's Europe, apparently.
foreign
Okay.
films suck.
Oh, well,
Donald.
don't forget Europe is a lot bigger than America when you add it all together.
Well, I know. I'm saying I would say it's probably close to an even amount across the board. A third is the U.S., probably another, third of it's probably the European countries, and then you have Australia and a few other Asian countries that have Netflix. But what I'm saying is still that's a lot of users. I just don't see how they're not making money. You're talking $20 an account times $280 million, probably a little, or 280 million something subscribers, almost 300 million. And it's probably more in some other countries too, due to their taxes and inflation being different and all that. How much is Netflix in Australia, Dominic, for the top tier package?
I don't know because I get it. I got a freebie with my cable service, so I reckon it's outwards of probably at least $15 to $20.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
Leave my mobile and internet service.
I think it's about 17 quid.
Yeah, because I get a huge bundle of cable, TV, internet, mobile, all packaged into the one.
Yeah.
Netflix doesn't spend their money very wise neither sometimes. Like they
And that's
spent over
probably the bit that they're wasting a lot of it.
like Netflix, that movie that they recently did that a few years ago it had it was the new mob movie that had Joe Pesci and all them in it. I can't remember the name of it. But they spent almost $500 million on that fucking movie and it wasn't even all that great. Like when you compare it to like Casino and all the other movies they did back in the 90s, it's crap.
I want a clarification here. What is a foreign film?
Well, it
Are you
all
saying
depends on
anything
which
foreign
country
to the-
you're watching it in.
Anything
doesn't it?
foreign to the US?
Yeah, but if I was watching an Australian or British film, I wouldn't have to worry about the words lining up with their
Oh,
mouths.
so you're considering a foreign film to be something that
Yeah,
has
but what if
Something that's
the
not in
film was
English.
recorded in Newcastle or Merseyside?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
Like, I just don't like all the foreign films and shows they're bringing on that are all in different languages.
Oh, okay. So
Because it's a lot.
Because anything foreign is something outside the US. So an Australian film is not foreign. A UK film is not foreign.
Well, I mean, it's technically foreign, but I would enjoy watching one of those more than I would
That's what I was just trying
like
to
a
work out.
Japanese or a Korean
because
film that's
Australian
going to be in a
wouldn't be-
different language.
Australian wouldn't be
Yes.
foreign then.
Something that is not in the English language.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And the thing is like they're saturated on Netflix right now with Korean based films and TV shows. There's a shit ton of them on Netflix right now. And it's just like, like I said, I just don't, me personally, this is just my personal opinion. I don't enjoy films that are shot in different languages and then they voice over the voices in English.
I think it's worse when they subtitle it.
Yeah, because you've
Can't
actually got to
read the
read it.
I can't read
Hey,
the
Donald.
subtitles.
Donald had to come on and give
Yeah.
his.
You've done it
We
now.
needed Donald to come
Justin,
on to give his.
Justin, learn how to read.
What do you mean learn how to read?
You don't like foreign films because they speak in foreign languages and you have to read the text at the bottom?
No, that's not what I said. I said I don't like when they voice over.
Oh,
In English.
I also prefer the subtitles to the dubbed versions. But there's some cases where dubbed versions are better than the original. If
Yeah.
you look at Godzilla, was it Destroy All Monsters? Whichever one it was that was a dream sequence with the little boy and baby Godzilla, Minya. The dubbed version is by far, the American dubbed version is by far better because the dubbed version has Minya talking in a like Western accent. Just, oh, hi! It's hilarious.
I can
Well,
understand dubbed versions. I can't read subtitles.
That's
Well,
a good
in your
point.
case, Mark, that does make a lot of sense.
That is a very valid
version-
point.
I, ju-
Are very valid for you, Mark.
Yeah.
I just don't like dubbed movies. To me, it's annoying because
You're
it always seems like they pick a voice too that just doesn't seem to match the character.
you're if you just say you don't like foreign films, you're cutting out a lot of great cinema. And
Well,
you look, the American remakes of some of these films that are just they're crap. They come over here and they give them a Hollywood ending and they suck.
Yeah.
No, I do. Like I said, I don't mind. There's like I'm watching what you call that, the British show right now. I don't mind that.
They're speaking English, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
I
just-
Technically speaking,
Oh, you mean
we're not going to call
Torchwood?
that a foreign
but I'm
film.
saying, yeah, I'm Torchwood. But what I'm saying is, I don't mind that. But what I'm saying is, we do pay for Netflix in our house, and I feel like what we're paying for and what they're putting on there, it's just, I don't know. I don't like it. It's at the
Good
point where we
Daryl.
don't.
I
want-
agree with
Drive
that
to
one.
Disney Plus, then that's probably more your speed.
But it's gotten to the point too. Like I wouldn't mind a few films and shows here and there, but it just seems like literally Netflix is like that's all they can get right now is Korean films and TV shows.
Oh,
the
seems
re-
like that.
have you seen
Don.
the good, bad, and the weird?
Donald, maybe
Yeah.
the reason that he's pissed off about the whole language thing is he's got a ride with an instructor and she doesn't speak English.
Oh,
You're on.
that's no reason to be racist, Justin.
No,
gonna be
no, that's not what I said.
That's what Paul said. You said.
Yeah, but she doesn't
No, I said for that type of job, if you're dealing with special needs children and you're supposed to be trained in medical, you should be able to speak English because most of the students are not going to speak Spanish. And how are you supposed to convey a medical situation if you're both talking in two different languages? I think it's like I said, it's nothing against a person. I think that's not a good fit for somebody who's not bilingual, that isn't at least bilingual.
What's the
in that
matter with
sense.
what's the matter with the little boy? He has chicken breast. He has
Oh my
chicken
God.
breast. He has chicken breast.
It's not about me being racist. He's over here making
Right.
accents.
And I will also say,
Different. What do you mean he has chicken breast?
Yeah, but the point
No,
being
You can breast. I can breast. He can't breast.
the point
Yeah.
being though, Donald, is why in the hell would the bus company put a trainer on all of their buses that cannot speak English?
I would
Why
think
not?
it'd be a great problem-solving situation for Justin to figure out.
and
Hola.
let's be honest, right? Universally, medically, the language is pretty much the same. If you hurt yourself, it's still
Oh, shit.
Yes, but what
Yeah,
I'm saying,
Most of our doctors are Asian or Indian.
oh no, for
They
fuck's sake.
speak
But they do speak English, right?
well, they
Well,
try.
They can't write English.
That's not the point.
No, but they do writing doctor. I'm telling you now. You get
Yeah,
you get anything
Doctors
for your doctor.
hieroglyphics.
I agree.
Yeah, it's
I
just a
agree-
squiggly
I
line.
agree 100% with Justin.
Yeah,
It's
but
not right for a school district in Florida to have a bus monitor who's training other bus monitors that does not speak English, and it is at a minimum is not bilingual.
Well,
but the other thing I want to know is when a doctor scribble out a prescription, you take the prescription up to the chemist
And the
and
chemist.
they know exactly what
Yeah.
they can read exactly what it means.
yeah, you look at it, you're like, what the fuck?
I'm
You go
looking
to
at
the
go, what's
chemist and he
going
goes,
on? I give it to them and bang, suddenly
Yeah.
5 minutes later,
Oh,
I've got
yes,
the
the anal cream.
Yeah,
What?
but
Yes.
what you don't know, Dominic, is did they give you the right stuff, or did the pharmacist say, okay, well, I think it's this?
Mind you, they've sorted it out at our place now. It's all electronic, so everything typed.
Well, yeah,
You order your
here,
prescription, it's gone.
well, here,
The prescription.
all of them are electronic and sent off, except for if it's a narcotic, they will print you out a printout,
Ooh.
and then
Yeah.
you can take that to the pharmacist because some pharmacies may not have that
Yeah, but it's
available.
still-
So
No, we're
they-
still low
still-
tech.
It's still printed. It's not handwritten.
yeah, ours are printed. They're not handwritten anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I
Nobody
did get.
uses prescription
How's it
pads anymore.
handwritten?
Well, they do. Our district nurse does.
No, they don't use
Because,
prescription
like,
pads
I've got
anymore.
a
Everything's
handwritten-
printed.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, we're still in the. we're
I've
still in
never,
the
I haven't
18th
seen a
century.
prescription pad in years.
My dad was given a prescription just the other day. Just the other day, last year, I think it was that it was a prescription that his doctor gave him on a prescription pad that said he can have anything he wants, and he gave it to him, keeping his wallet in case my mom said no.
And there it is.
That solves it.
That's the way.
Hey,
Well, it's
that's
not
the
the-
doctor you want, isn't it?
Jim, it's not the bus driver that can't speak English. It's the attendant that's supposed to be dealing with the special needs kids and is supposed to be trained in CPR and first aid.
But
I just
but in
don't
that-
think, I don't think it's smart I just don't think, like I said, it's nothing against the person themselves, but at minimum, they should be able to speak English because if you're talking to a kid and they don't understand you and they're trying to convey something to you, I could see them, that's not a good thing.
90% of the people out here agree with you. I agree 100% with you. It's ludicrous for a school district that's paid for with U.S. tax dollars in the United States to hire somebody in that position that cannot speak English.
Guess what? I see
And
it
I-
this way.
Well, the problem
I
is we don't
don't
have a
care-
national
I don't
language.
care what language they speak.
Yes, we do.
No,
English
I,
isn't a
personally,
national language.
I don't
We don't
care
have
what
official
language they
national
speak,
language.
what
Yes,
gender
we
they
do.
are.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. It's written in
Why?
the Constitution in English.
No,
it is
but
not
what,
written in the Constitution that
it
everybody
doesn't-
speaks English.
it doesn't
not
matter if, it doesn't
language.
matter if we have a national language down on paper.
In fact,
The national
Supreme-
language is English, period.
The national language is English, and the Supreme Court has endorsed that.
Look, I'm sorry, but if you're gonna
Proper
if you're gonna
English.
say, right, the national language is English, period, right? You need to get with a program because a period is a monthly cycle for a woman, right?
It's a
It's
full
Exactly.
stop.
not a full stop.
But
Right.
what I'm
Full
saying
stop,
is-
not a period.
having it having it written down on paper is just semantics at the end of the day.
Oh,
It's-
definitely.
But as I was about to say, I don't care whether they can speak English, whether they're gay, straight, lesbian. I don't care their gender. I don't care what they wear, what they do, as long as they are the best
US
person
government.
for the job.
Yes.
According to the U.S. government, the United States does not have an official language. English is the most widely used language in the U.S., and some states designate it as their official language. But the United States does not have an official language.
Yeah, but just because they haven't, look, I'm saying just because the United States government hasn't recognized an official language, we all know what the language of the United States is.
Yeah,
the vast
gibberish.
majority.
So that
Yeah,
means
exactly.
the
Hey,
United
David, say
American.
the United States
say
of
water,
Africa is
David.
dead. No, there is no
Water.
such thing as American.
water.
Water.
You water, governor.
Water.
Bar
Again,
water.
yeah, but you don't have the I in aluminium. There's your problem. Firstly,
Yeah, but don't we spell it differently?
Yes.
I think
We
there's a
spell
different
aluminum.
Yeah.
Aluminum.
You know something? There's another
it's
word.
spell it
that I-
aluminum, but yeah, but the I is missing.
There's another word that I heard today that made no sense to me that it should be said like it was. And that was foliage.
Foliage.
No,
Foliage.
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 Referring to foliage. The I
Foliage.
is after the L, not before it.
Well,
But
that probably was somebody didn't know what the hell they were talking about. But foliage,
Exactly. Yeah.
That
foliage
was it was Sean, eh?
We tried inviting Justin.
Um, You hear that, Justin? You missed a fortnight session with Matt and Tim.
Yeah. You're gonna get docked.
Uh-oh.
Yep,
Just
you've been
because you're
docked.
on here talking the official language of America, gibberish.
Yep.
America does not have United States of America does not have an official language, even if it was even if gibberish is spoken most widely.
I'm
Some
sorry,
states,
but we're
some states
assigning it
designate-
your official language.
some states designate gibberish as the official language, but the federal government does not.
Good point.
Well, that's the end of that debate. What's next?
Yeah. Let's talk about the weather.
Beans on toast.
Yes.
What goes first, the beans or the butter?
The butter. I put the butter first.
I put butter in the beans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
you-
point. Point.
Now, if you get tomato-based baked beans and they're very runny, if you get a bit of corn flour and mix it in before you cook it, when it comes out, they are proper mushed beans and they are absolutely delicious.
What's
Yeah.
the thing?
It's more of a thick sauce, though.
Yeah, but it's better.
I'd agree. I'm totally agreeing here.
Now,
on
the
that
next question. Beans on toast with cheese. Does the cheese go
Yes.
first or do the beans?
one. Well, I would put the cheese under it so that it
Yes.
has a
Because
surface.
Things you're debating.
Well, guess what? I can't decide, so I'll put it both.
Okay.
Cheese, beans, cheese.
Hey, David, mute yourself and watch that link I put in the chat for you, Laura.
All right.
Justin, when are you going on Fortnite?
Around 8 o'clock, same time I do every weekend.
Are you not going earlier?
No.
We put debate. Back in a minute.
I don't think cheese belongs on beans on toast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for God's sake.
Okay, here's what it says when I looked it up. The United States has never had an official language at the federal level, but
Yep.
English is typically used in the federal level in the states that do not have an official language otherwise, outside of Puerto Rico. English is the primary language used
Uh-huh.
in legislative,
Primary.
executive orders, treaties, federal court rulings, and all other official pronouncements.
Primary
Nonetheless,
is
laws
the word.
require documents such as ballots be printed in multiple languages.
Yeah,
I'm glad you agree with me.
I'm guessing that America's
Okay.
official language.
We're talking
used
the
to be
difference
either-
between primary and official.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Exactly,
just
that's all I said.
okay. I'm
What's
gonna
that?
add to my argument, Donald. Florida recognizes English as its official language,
I said some states, but I
So
said
does-
the United States, not Florida. I said
but
the
I'm
United
in Florida, so it goes with my
I
argument.
said the United States, and I said
Yeah,
that
I
some,
think
I think I covered that. Some
Justin
states
does
do
have a
designate.
point there, but Donald also has a point.
Right, and I have
also
a valid
said that
point
some
here.
states designate it as an official language, but the United States does not have an official language.
Right.
I
On a
think that the
federal
United
level.
Okay.
States used to have an official language.
Right.
That's
But
And
a,
it was either
Just
Sioux
the
or
same-
Comanche.
yeah.
Well,
Right.
here's what it also says. 32 of the 50 states have adopted legislation that makes it official that English.
Well, I'm in my state that I'm
Well,
arguing
Once again,
for. so-
you're repeating exactly what I said.
64%.
Multiple languages are in English are in Alaska, Hawaii, South Dakota,
Sure.
and New Mexico.
You're
Okay.
repeating exactly what I said.
And everywhere else, it's smoke signals.
So, David, what did
Yeah.
you think of that?
Yeah.
That was pretty
It's
funny.
funny,
I liked
but
it as
she-
well.
But she didn't
Hilarious.
she didn't go all English. She went all Cockney. But let's bring it back to the main issue here. Me and Mark, as the English on this panel, if you're going to adopt English as your national language or your language of your state, fucking use English for fuck's sake.
Yeah, good point.
Like I said,
I will totally
my
agree
whole-
with that. It's
my
gotta
whole
be
argument-
proper English.
My whole argument about the issue I was that I had, my state does recognize it, so that goes along with my argument.
Yeah, so you're in that jurisdiction, and the jurisdiction you are using
And that's
uses
great.
English
Your
as an
argu-
official language. So therefore your argument is valid because you're stating that a person not using English.
And your argument is only reinforcing what I said.
Yes, I agree.
No, I'm not
Because that-
discrediting
Well-
what you said at all.
Then it's not an argument, is it?
All I said
An
was
argument
whether
is
it's
the automatic gainsaying of someone.
like I said, but whether it's
No, it's not.
Well, if it
Yes, it is.
recognises English,
Oh, no, it isn't.
Well,
I came here for the full 30-minute argument.
well,
Yeah.
Donald,
if it
problem- the problem-
recognises English as
problem
its
that Justin has run into is they are in violation of state law to allow a non-English speaking person.
I don't know if that's a state law now. I didn't look that up.
Oh, they may be. I don't know about that.
I don't know if that is. I'm not.
If you
saying
want to talk
that.
about state laws, I don't know about state laws. All I was making
I looked it
on
up
was
and it
federal.
is.
I don't
Well,
know.
if they
Florida,
I wasn't making any
English
statement
is-
about state law. I was making a statement
I
about
said,
there is no official.
Like I said, I don't
What do you
have an issue with the person
God, it's hard work.
not
Yeah,
speaking
Justin, you're right.
English
We
just
get
for
it.
that job.
Hey,
I
you
do.
will have a problem with that person when she starts yelling at you in Spanish and you go, "What the fuck is she talking about?"
Well,
No habla español.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could take it as a chance to learn how to speak some phrases and become bilingual.
Or do it the
Good.
proper way. No,
I'm
I want
still-
English.
I'm still trying to learn British,
yeah, but
one language at a time.
I would give
And
up
then
on
when
British.
when you finish learning British, you've got to learn Australian.
there's no such thing as British in language,
Yeah, I am.
Right.
I've been practicing my water.
right? And
Well,
if Microsoft listening, right, it is English. It's not English UK, English US. It's English fucking English. Pack it in.
Yeah.
But we've got to go point something else out. We are also the intergalactic official language is English.
Yeah,
Because
well-
all aliens that seem to come to this planet, according to the US, speak English.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The remake of Day of the Earth Stood Still, the alien did not speak English. They spoke Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Except for Klingons.
Whoa.
The all in.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's amazing. You never hear Romulans or Vulcans speaking any other language than English. But you do
don't.
hear
They speak
But
Vulcan.
Klingons speak Klingon.
Yeah, but also when Doctor Who flies around in his fucking TARDIS and lands on other planets, they also speak English.
Yeah.
Just once, it would have been nice if just aliens came and said, "The fuck you speaking? We speak French." I wouldn't know what that is in French, but
There have been occasions where they do speak something other than a Earth language, but usually when they do speak an Earth language, it's going to be British,
dead.
English.
Good one, Daryl.
British, because they don't. Because everything they do on Doctor Who, they put a U in everything that is unnecessary.
No, everything has a U.
No, it is. You spell
How-
colour.
Whoa.
Colour.
All the
Oh,
ones that
somebody
spell
said
colour
they're
without the
colour.
U.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Daryl, what the fuck? Right? How can you say I don't speak English well, right? I speak the Royal King's English. Lancashire. That's my accent. It's Lancashire, and it is the official language of the royal family.
Is it still? I thought it was only the language of the royal family when they were still inbred.
Oh, for fuck, right?
No, that's for you guys to deal with.
It's not inbred.
That's
It's
West
family.
Virginia.
Yeah, it's not inbred, it's in Hulvis.
Mm.
Or Warburtons. On a different note,
Mhm.
I'd just like
What next?
I'd just like to take a moment to put rivalry to one side, pass on my condolences to the Blackpool manager who's lost his grandson.
Oh, okay.
The Blackpool
happened?
manager's grandson died at the age of 4 months.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How's it?
And at times like this, we put our rivalry to one side.
Yep.
Wait for the funeral and then kick the shit out of each other. I mean,
Shut up, Justin.
No. They know what he passed away from? You're not young or what?
it's not something they're going to release, I don't think.
He fell in a black pool and couldn't get out.
No.
Sudden, SIDS.
Yeah.
Sudden infant.
Yeah. Probably something like cot death or something. I don't want to speculate, but
Yeah, no speculation.
I had a cousin that died when I was a little kid from sudden infant death syndrome,
SIDS.
which I don't even think they call it SIDS anymore. I think it's something
There you
else
go.
now.
they do over here.
Yeah, it's still
Cot-
sudden infant death syndrome over here. Yep.
I
Yeah,
thought they
didn't it used to be
switched
called
the term
cot
of that.
death over at one
Yeah.
Yeah,
point?
cot death.
Not death.
Used to be called cot death. And then they
Yeah,
called
Corey.
it SIDS.
Well, they had to change it because what happens if the baby went in a cot?
Yeah.
Yeah, around 8 p.m. Eastern, Corey, I'll be on. You want to come on and play?
No, you've got to go on now.
Half an hour.
No,
I'm
it's
going
in an
over
hour.
to see, going over to see Art in about 20 minutes.
Well,
Oh, I need a message.
I am going to depart the room.
Well, how many people are going to show up to Arts to see the response to Tammy Jean's stream?
Oh, dear.
Uh,
I'm-
Got it.
I am not going to make any comment. It is what
Probably-
it is. I don't want
probably
to call
safe.
it drama.
Probably safest.
It is what it is, and I don't want to cause any more drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all your fault, Dominic.
It was a weird ending.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got to ask the question, Dominic. As the international panel peacekeeper, what the
Yeah.
fuck are you doing?
I'm just. I'm
not
going to
supposed
remain
to be the
neutral on this
peacekeeper.
topic.
He's not
I'm
going to
remaining
comment.
neutral on the topic then.
No, move on. Oh, not away from Tammy G. You're still supposed to be the peacekeeper.
Okay, what am I accused of?
Well, everybody's at it at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah.
Bit of beef here. And it's the time of year.
Yeah.
It's the changing
No,
of the
but-
weather. It's time of year. Everyone's having a bit of beef.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
you're-
yeah,
have
that's
to
more
keep it
fun.
anybody. Everybody loves
You're a
it.
week away from. You're basically a week away from the time change, and you
All
drop
right, cool,
back.
Corey.
And for all vegetarians, they're having a bit of carrot.
It's only 11 more
Yeah.
hump days till Christmas.
Just so I don't offend the vegetarians and vegans.
All right, cool,
It's like-
Corey. I'll
like
see you then.
like that video you showed. We can always find someone that's going to get offended by any comment you make.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I'm offended by that.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. I should get offended by being bald, but I'm not.
I'm still, I actually want to leave when I'm confused on what Donald is actually fucking doing.
Yeah. We all want to
I'm-
know.
I've seen him cutting that box down quite a lot.
I am mocking up. I'm using cardboard to mock up a trunk
Oh yeah.
for my dune buggy.
Ah,
Okay.
well, on that
Or you,
note,
go,
I
or
wish you
could
good
just,
luck.
or you could just use a paper and pen and a tape measure.
I already
Hmm.
have. These have different curves to it, and so you have to kind of. I'm kind of.
I thought maybe
Yeah.
you were making a cardboard boat race boat.
Well, the problem is this is a fiberglass dune buggy. So if you notice, everything has curves.
Yep.
Mm.
So
Donald's like, I like
You're
my
good.
buggies like I like my women, Kirby.
hell yeah,
Guys,
hey, Kirby.
Let's get a hell yeah.
hell yeah, hell no. Right. On that note, goodbye, everybody. Speak to you all tomorrow. And
Okay.
Justin,
Hey, you behave yourself tonight now.
See you later.
yeah, and Justin, I will speak to you tomorrow because Laura's going to join you for a bit on your stream.
Okay.
All right.
What do you mean tomorrow, like tonight or tomorrow?
No, because in 20 minutes it's a new day for us.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So see you tomorrow.
There.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
Catch y'all later.
Straight
Bye.
edge there.
20 minutes.
Shouldn't matter.
All right. I'm gonna jump off too and take a little break for a
Maybe
while,
maybe it's time to.
What time do you go on again?
so at 8 in about an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay. So Dominic is suggesting we just call the plug.
All right, catch y'all later.
Okay, we'll see you.
Yeah.
Okay,
You gonna
everybody.
pull it?
Thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again in the morning. Or your afternoon, Dominic.
Yep.
Bye
No.
for now. See you,
All
Dom.
right.
Bye, guys.